All right, guys. So I'm on here because I decided to try to get you guys an example of how we're going to answer questions using trig functions. And so everything we've been doing for the past couple classes, I kind of want to show you how they play into the questions. And so we're going to focus primarily on problem 2 for this video. And it says find the missing measurements of the right triangle. So I'm going to enlarge the right triangle so we can see it from a different perspective, right? And so it says that we know an angle, we know a side length, but it wants us to fill in the other two missing side lengths, right? And so here's what I do know. I do know we have an angle A, right? I can label this side length B. I can label this side length A. And I can label this side length C. What I do know that C is always my hypotenuse because it's opposite the 90-degree angle, right? A trig function that I can use here is sine to find the value of my hypotenuse. I know it's sine because the angle that I do know, I have opposite over hypotenuse. So in order to find that, I just say sine of 27 is equal to 12 divided by C, right? This is what we've been working on in class. Finding the numerator and finding the denominator based upon the ratio. So if I'm looking for C, we derived that that equation will end up being 12 divided by sine of 27. And now what I do is I put that right into my calculator. All right, after calculations, this answer is 26.4. So now I can say that C is equal to 26.4. All right, now after our calculations, now we want to find out what B is, right? And so in order to find B, I'm again going to go back to my trig ratios. And I know with angle A, respect to angle A, opposite over adjacent is tan, or I can say that adjacent over hypotenuse. Since I already know what C is, I rather use cosine. Cosine. So I'm going to do cosine of 27 is equal to B over 26.4. And I know how to find B. B is equal to 26.4 times cosine of 27. After I punch that in my calculator, I realize that my answer is 23.5. So B is equal to 23.5. And I've answered the question. And so this is why it's very important to be able to identify the opposite and adjacent line segments. And it's extremely important to able to figure out how to solve for a value in the numerator and solve for a value in the denominator. And this is how you execute this example. If you have any questions based upon this information, please do let me know.